What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, guys, still wearing the same outfit because it's still the same day. We're just making more videos to spread them out. All right, today's video, guys, I wanted to go over the community tab on my page. As some of you may or may not have seen over the past 12 months or so, I've been putting polls and comments, questions, interacting with you guys on my channel, and it's been awesome to see how many people have participated in that. So if you haven't seen that anywhere on my channel, you probably aren't looking hard enough. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive. I've got my other phone here showing the information. So be patient with me, guys, as I go through these, because some things I'm going to skip over, some things I am not. So some of these are polls, some of these are just different conversation stuff. The most recent one, and before I start, I want to let you guys all know that this is not medical advice. I am not a doctor. Do not take medical advice from the internet. Speak to your doctor about your specific issues. All right, guys? All right, so the most recent one, I had recently noticed a string of comments from a certain user that was going off on Kratom, right? Saying how bad, let's see here. I can't taper off Kratom no matter how hard. I can't get any pleasurable effects from it anymore. I only take it not to become sick. It is worse than my Percocet dependency. At least while taking perks, there were windows of okayness. There is no okay at all with Kratom. I feel like crap around the clock. Kratom has destroyed my life, worse than when I was dependent on Percocet. I used to get off Suboxone. It worked well with a Suboxone withdrawal, but when it was time to get off the Kratom, I was fully dependent. I'm sick all the time. This is disastrous. Anyone considering doing this to get off Suboxone, don't do it. It derailed everything for me, and my life is worse now than ever. Sorry, guys, that person didn't use any commas or periods, so sometimes it's really hard for me to read if you guys aren't using any grammar at all. So if it seems like I'm not knowing how to read, just bear with me. So based on that user, Vintage Bleached Blonde, and that was from like a month ago, she posted those on a Kratom video that I had, right? So with Kratom, as you guys know, I've tried to use that to get off Suboxone before, and I was unsuccessful in doing so. It got to a part where I was tapering off, and I brick walled it. I could not get any lower than 7 Kratom capsules per day. And after trying solid hard for a month and having no success at adjusting and being able to push forward, I got very frustrated, and I went back on low dose Suboxone. And in my honest opinion, if you have to choose between low dose Suboxone and lower dose Kratom, Suboxone is the winner because of the long half-life. You're not going to be waking up throughout the night going into withdrawal because Kratom's half-life is so much shorter, right? So that's my quick outlook on it. I'm not here to bash Kratom. I think it can work great for people who do not have opiate addiction in their blood, okay? People that do suffer from opiate addiction, it's not recommended to even mess with it because it does. Another thing too I want to say real quick off topic is, well, kind of on topic. I've seen people think that getting off Suboxone and going to Kratom, that they bypass their withdrawal, but that's not true at all. Your withdrawal is still waiting for you as soon as you stop the Kratom. So it's basically just patching you through, just like Suboxone patched you through once you got off of full painkillers, full opiates, right? It's just another thing to go, and your withdrawal will still be waiting for you there as soon as you stop taking the Kratom. It's not as simple as stop taking Suboxone, take Kratom, and then you just coast right out and there's no issue. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I wish it did, and that's what my hope was, and that's why I tried it. But Unfortunately, we all have to pay the piper. However big or small, you still have to pay the piper. Also, obviously, tapering, you pay the piper smaller. You pay the piper less, sorry. I'm over here talking about people's grammar. I'm like, all right, next post. I posted a happiness check. On an average week, what is your average happiness level on a scale from 0 to 10? 0 is miserable, 10 is as happy as you can imagine. I'll go first. I'd say I'm about a 4 on average. What are you? So yeah, guys, just on an honest to God daily basis, on an average week, my average happiness is about a 4, maybe it's been closer to a 5 in the recent month or two, just because I've been getting back into my hustle, which has been getting me something to wake up to and have work to do every day. Like that can make a huge difference on the average happiness of your life. If you have something that you have to wake up that you enjoy, that also can bring you success, that's a win-win-win in my book, guys. So before I got back on like my little hustle, there would be many days where I would just like, man, I don't want to get out of bed, like nothing to do, like, you know, just when you have nothing to fill your day, especially if it's like crappy stuff, it's going to be hard to get happy. But enough about me. We had 36 votes. 17% people are 0 to 2, which is mostly miserable. So we had 44% of people, which was the highest in this category, are 2 to 5. So most people are where I'm at, which is so is what I put. 22% of the people are 5 to 8 happy, which is happier more often than not. 17% of people are 8 to 10 happier than most, right? So really just a huge variety of votes in there. Let me see if there's any comments to look at on here. Oh, okay. All right, so before that, I posted a picture of Izzy on my little backpack. I took her for a ride on my motorcycle, which is an R1, and I was very impressed at how well she handled that. I first took her for a ride around my community, and then I took her out for like a 15-minute ride in the town, and she just was a champion, guys. You should have seen her. I should have recorded it and put it on my other channel. Speaking of my other channel, if you guys haven't seen it or heard about it yet, I have a car channel, basically, where I show a bunch of different car stuff, how to fix things on cars and motorcycle stuff, me doing wheelies on my motorcycle. If you have any interest in that, I don't talk about addiction or anything related to addiction on that channel. I will not respond to any comments related to addiction on that channel. But the channel, if you'd like to go check it out if you're bored, is Badass, just like it sounds, the number 1G, Badass 1G. And that is, I have a lot of old racing videos when I would race at the track. It's a very wide variety of videos. Some of my old Corvettes, if you guys like Corvettes, my Dodge Viper was on there. Just some of the old cool cars I've had, some racing, goofing around the streets, just random crap. Just a side note there, guys. Basically just my life outside of addiction. All right, so the next poll, I put, you are currently on Suboxone or not on Suboxone. 62% of you guys are on Suboxone. So that's pretty interesting to think that 40% of the people are watching my channel are not on Suboxone. It makes me kind of wonder, like, why? Just to remind yourself how bad the effery is when you're on this medication and you want off. I'm curious, if you're one of the 40% of people who watch my channel who are not on Suboxone, what's the reason that you're watching? Is it just to kind of keep your mind fresh on what it was like to be on Suboxone, or what? All right, post before that, I put, shout out to all you mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. All right. Next thing after that, I put RIP Kevin Samuels. The man, I believe, had a heart attack. He was he was I don't even know what you would call him. If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, you can go ahead and watch some of his videos. He was like a relationship guru type of thing. A lot of, I won't say too much more about him. But he just had a huge success on YouTube, and then reportedly he had a heart attack and passed away. But the man was a brilliant debater and communicator, some of the best communication skills I've ever seen anybody have ever. All right, so what else we got here? I talked about the Eric Church concerts, and I had asked, my question was, do you get anxious in large crowds? Okay, 32% of you said no, large crowds do not bother me at all. Okay, 60% of you get very anxious in large groups, and 9% had no vote. So wow, a lot of people can relate to me then, it sounds like, with large crowds and anxiety. Going to concerts like that can really stress me out. It was a very good concert though. Also, side note, I will be seeing Jason Aldean in 2 or 3 weeks, so he's probably one of my favorite all-time artists. So to see him again in concert, man, he puts on a show. Whew. Sir Aldean, we'll see you soon. All right, let's see here. So I said, what best describes you? 22% of you said hopeless, like you're never going to be fully sober. That's what 22% of you said. Hopeful, 36% of you said you're hopeful, like you're going to beat your addiction. 31% of you said, I already beat my addiction and I feel amazing. That's awesome to see that. And 11% of you just wanted to see the vote results. That's great, guys. It's great to see how many people of you are kicking ass out there. Okay. If you are on Suboxone or opiates of any sort, please vote below. 65% of you said, yes, I have constipation issues. Hopefully you guys have all seen the videos I've made about talking about constipation while being on opiates or Suboxone. The biggest couple of things I could think of real quick for you that are struggling with that, if you're able to, when you wake up in the morning, pound a bunch of water, eat your food, go for a walk if you can, get some exercise in the morning. Anything but taking your dose first thing in the morning will help. Okay, if you get up and get moving, drink some water, that will help force the bowel movement, right, guys? So if you can just wait a few hours for the first part of the day, that's the single probably biggest thing. Wait till after you take your doo-doo for the day to take your medication. If you cannot do that and you really need to have a bowel movement, some people take Metamucil on a daily basis. Some people take stool softeners before bed. That's very much a Band-Aid. And it says right there on the bottle that you're not supposed to take it multiple days in a row, but some people do it anyway. And then whenever I've tried that in the past, I would have stomach pain in my sleep that night, but you might not have that issue. Just having an active lifestyle, also tapering your dose, or if you can maybe take a day or two out of the week and just kind of chill around the house and not take your dose at all, that would definitely help. If you can do that and without risk of relapse or anything like that. Those are just a couple quick basic tips that can help with that, guys. Okay. 23% of you said there's no problem getting enough poo going every day. 12% of you just wanted to view the results. All right, moving on here. Let's see. That. Pictures of me riding my motorcycle in the winter mountains. Okay, live stream. All right, so this one I said, what best describes you? And I said, be honest. 16%, which is a very low amount, says that they are physically fit, they eat healthy, home cooked meals most of the time. So only 16% of you marked that one. And I appreciate for being honest. We had a lot of votes on that, 80 votes. 27% of you said you're out of shape, you eat fast food and snacks often. 57% of you are just kind of somewhere in the middle, maybe average. So hopefully I can continue pushing a little bit more fitnessy stuff out here. As you guys seen, I made a fitness video recently, just kind of showing myself really and where I'm at currently with my fitness, which is not exactly where I would like it to be. There's always room for improvement when it comes to fitness, though. It's a never-ending journey. So hopefully, as the years go on, if I do this poll again, we'll have more people that are physically fit. All right. Just another happiness post. Obviously, I'm curious to see who's happy and who's not. And obviously, it doesn't show me who's marking that, but it's nice to know like how you kind of fit in with the average of people. All right, let's see here. Oh, here's a good one. So on this one, I said, how much Suboxone are you taking each day? 30% of you said you're taking 0 to 2 milligrams. 21% of you are taking 2 to 8 milligrams. 23% of you are taking 8 to 24 milligrams. And 26% of you said, I'm not on subs at all. So again, there's a good chunk of people watching my channel that aren't even on subs. So interesting, very interesting. And that's like a split right down the middle, basically. Like everybody's just a little bit more people are on the lower dose, but that just goes to show you that a lot of people out there are on higher doses of Suboxone. So it's very vague. Okay. Before that, I put, are you currently, 7% of you said, in active opiate addiction. So there are people that are still stuck in that lifestyle that are watching the channel. 60% of you are on Suboxone and 34% of you are neither. Okay. All right, what else we got here? Oh, here's a good one too. Has Suboxone caused you to have teeth problems, more teeth problems than usual, i.e. root canals and cavities? Then I said, shout out Doc Chris Park for making a video about this, which he did. So 28% of you said, no issues, my teeth have been fine. Wow, 47% of you have said, yes, my teeth have gotten way worse than being on Suboxone. That's a big chunk of you that are having issues with this. 26% of you said, not sure if my teeth are worse or not. And that was a lot of votes on that one. So there could be some extra motivation for sure, guys. If you're thinking about tapering, if you're wanting to taper, if you have bad teeth or you're worried about having bad teeth, you can use that as extra motivation to fuel your fire when it comes to pushing to get off Suboxone, because it's clear to see that some people, yes, they are having issues for sure. There's now, I believe, been studies that proven that can be an issue. So stay up on your dental hygiene, stay hydrated, because opiates dehydrate you, and the dehydration is what lowers your saliva production, which is what causes teeth damage from the research that I've done. So stay hydrated. This will also help with your constipation issues, your blood flow and whatnot as well. So water, guys, if you're on Suboxone, you need to be drinking bare minimum half a gallon of water a day, okay? Get a gallon in if you can. You'll feel better and you'll poo normally. All right, what are the hardest substances to quit? 82% of you said opiates, Suboxone, kratom. 6% said meth, crack, stimulants. 5% said alcohol or wine. 8% said benzos. Now, obviously, most of us are watching this channel are going to be in the opiate lifestyle, and obviously your current lifestyle you're in is going to seem like it's the hardest, or maybe the others haven't had. I find it hard to believe that 82% versus meth and crack, like the difference there seems too much. You know what I mean? Like I've seen meth ruin many, many lives. So that one might be a little biased just because this is basically a Suboxone / opiate recovery channel. But that's what the vote said. All right, and that's basically it, guys. There's some other things here and there that I posted, but as far as like poll-y type stuff, that's basically the gist of what I had posted over the last year. Keep an eye open for more of those types of questions and interactions. I do enjoy posting them and seeing the results, especially when it comes to stuff that I'm very curious about. And I'm sure it's fun for you guys to see the results as well, right? And hear the results. This is a good video for you to watch if you didn't see these questions pop up over the last year. So we'll just put it like that. So here we are, 21 minutes on this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are enjoying me putting out more content lately. I do appreciate all support and all of you hitting the thumbs up button right now for me on this video. I really appreciate that. I did have a goal earlier this year to hit 2,000 subscribers by summertime. We're just here in summertime right now. We didn't get to the 2,000 mark, but I could blame myself because I just flattened my videos. There was a point where I wasn't making videos for a couple months at a time. So that's my bad, guys. I know that when the YouTube algorithm starts showing you love, you need to show it love back if you want things to grow. So that's my own bad for messing that up. YouTube was throwing me a bone and I just kind of put it on the back burner. So lesson learned, baby. All right, guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.